Absolutely.
I kind of want to backtrack a little bit because I want to go from the start to where we are. Because first of all, you know, I heard you speak in my class, in my marketing class. It was Professor Patrick, and the thing that really got to my heart was when you said that you went through all the struggles. You know, you having cancer, having allergies, but you still did not let that push you down. Like you had to give me a heart.
I can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So I think if I remember the way that I put it, whenever I was so fortunate to come and speak to your class, somebody kind of asked a question somewhere along the lines of, how do you get through those hard times? And I think my response was, well, life's kind of kicked me around a little bit, and I'm not saying I'm unique. I mean, we've all had these struggles, but at some point I learned how to channel that in and use it to my advantage. And so, like, for example, I mentioned I had a little bit of a sales career. Well, I rented a car, I drove to Omaha from Kansas City on my very first sales call, and I'm getting ready to go in, and I'm freaking out, going, nobody wants to talk to salespeople. What am I doing? They're going to kick me out. I have to remind myself, they gave me the address. To see me. So, exactly. But I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, all right, you've been through cancer twice. You've had a lot of your friends pass away at an early age. You've been through this, you've been through that. And it was just it's almost like I just said,
you built this resiliency.
If I can go through that and get through it, then I can get through this. This is so small. Get your ass out of the car and go,
See, I really want to touch up on that because yesterday we had, in my meeting, we had a talk about, because we put our base, I put my base on God. And we're talking about the Israelites where they came, they sent spies to like a land to go and like visualize the land. And then some spies came back with different perspectives. And we're talking about how you can count your blessings instead of counting your losses.
Absolutely, and it's a total perspective thing. At that point in my life, that was how I needed to sell myself from a negative proposition. I needed to go, look, negative, this is nothing. But I've also been able to turn that around and think about all the gratitude I have in my life. I'm very, very fortunate that I've been through that because I'm able to go, I don't have it so bad. And look at all the lessons that I learned. And so there's times in my life where I'm fortunate to see those challenges come up because I'm like, wow, I'm getting ready to go through some growth. I can really feel it. But going back to that, that's not something that I talk a whole lot about, like in my past, and I certainly don't sling that around to just say, look at me, look at the things I've been through, because I know that I'm not unique, and every single one of us have gone through personal struggles, and it's just a matter of what kind of a person is that going to make you? Are you going to learn from it? Are you going to use it? And I really try every single time I go through something, every single day. I don't want to repeat the same things. I don't want to repeat lessons learned, mistakes, anything like that. There's always an opportunity to learn. And so I really, I try to recap our team. What did we learn through this? And, how can we make sure that we're refining this process? How can we do this a little bit better?
By you touching upon that, like you telling you about like the inspiring things you've been through, actually like you paved the way for others because they're dealing with struggles and pains too. But by hearing your story and your testimony, they're like, wow, if she went through this, I'm looking at my struggles like, oh, this is nothing. I'm gonna turn that negative to a positive like she do, and I'm gonna keep moving.
Now, to